What's up, guys? Welcome to another Snap Count session. It is the fantasy football semifinals, and frankly, if you're watching this, you're probably still in. And if you're like me, you kind of have just given up. If you're out, whatever. But I'm here to help those of you who are still in. I want to remind you guys that there are Saturday games this week. We've got two. We've got an afternoon game with Philly versus Washington, and then a night game with Green Bay versus Philly. So make sure you're filling out your lineups. Make sure you're checking them. Make sure you're checking the injury reports and all that such. As far as likes and dislikes, I've got seven players for you guys. 2 of which I dislike, and then 4 of which I like for this week. I'll rattle through them pretty quick. I'm not going to give a piece of advice because you don't need it. You're in the top 4 or whatever it is. You're in the semis. I'm just here to help you with your start sits at this point, really. So my 2 dislikes, I'm going to start with Ashton Genty. If you're in, by the way, with these dislikes, if you're in the playoffs and you have these 2 players, good for you. Ashton Genty, you probably drafted him in the second round. He hasn't really done much. He's a great player, but he's on a really shitty team. In fact, he's actually on the worst offense, scoring-wise and yardage-wise. And they're playing the best defense scoring-wise and yardage-wise in Houston. I can't start Genty with any confidence at all. And then my next one is wild to even say, but it's Justin Jefferson. He hasn't lived up to his expectations at all. JJ McCarthy has been better lately, but last week they put up 34 points and Jefferson got 2 catches for 22 yards. Like, how do you rely on anything from JJ at that point, right? I could bench JJ for a guy like Michael Wilson or Jaden Reed or any of those bench guys. Be confident in benching a dude that you drafted early is basically what I'm saying. Now, getting to my likes. Number 4. I'm going to go with Aaron Jones. By the way, I say number 4 because I have a top 4 likes. Number 4, I go with Aaron Jones. Last week, he had 15 total touches, whereas Jordan Mason had 10. The thing I like about Aaron Jones is his pass catching, and he's playing as the Giants. So if you need a flex option, I would love Aaron Jones, or a second running back option. Go ahead and fire up Aaron Jones. Number 3, Harold Fannin. Dude, I know this from all my leagues, like, the tight end position is always so tough. It's either you get like the top 3 guys, or you really kind of have to scramble or stream or whatever, right? Over the last 5 years, you have Kelsey, or you have, not 5 years, but you have Gronkowski, or you have any of these guys, right? Kittle. And if you have a good team and you end up with a guy like Fannin, that just really solidifies your whole team. Fannin now is a top 5 tight end in the league and in fantasy, And he's got a rookie quarterback in Shedeur Sanders who, he kind of sucks, but he looks defending all the time. And David Njoku was out this week. Fire up Harold Fanning with confidence. Go ahead. I love Fanning this week. Number 2, I have Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell, fun fact, if you were to just dial it down to receiving yards and receptions as far as running backs are concerned, the only person over the last 6 weeks that Gainwell is second to is Jahmyr Gibbs, which is wild. Gainwell, if you're in a PPR league, is the guy to have. He's the guy to start. If you have him and Warren, absolutely start Gainwell. He's the guy. Like, he's going to get you the most points, absolutely. And number 1, Jacoby fucking Brissett. Wild to say that. He is my absolute number 1 pick. He averages 45 pass attempts a game. That is nuts. And now he's getting Marvin Harrison Jr. back. And it's going to suck for your Michael Wilson owners. I imagine Michael Wilson has gotten some of y'all to the playoffs. But if you have Brissett, man, fire him up. He is an absolute top 10 QB play this week. Fire him up. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I mean, just giving you my favorite plays and not plays, but I wish you the best of luck. And with that,